Hi everyone, this is Sharon. Today I am here to share with you my latest design team project for Lydia at Raindrop, Lila. This month I created this tall, narrow document style journal. On the outside I wrapped it up with this polka dotted sari silk ribbon, and then I just adorned that with a little piece of rhinestone jewelry. So I'll remove the tie. And inside the tie, I just wrapped in a couple of pieces of ephemera. I've got this vintage postcard, and then this stereograph card, and this is of Hamburg, Germany. And I just love the colors in that. I thought it went well. So for this journal, I created one similar to one I did several months back. And I just want to find the center again of my journal. It's here somewhere. Okay, so if I flip this around, you can see that I use this canvas print for my cover, and that works. The size worked really nice for this style journal. So I stitched my signature into the piece of canvas, and so the front has a part of this sideboard or buffet, and then on the back we've got this woman standing next to it. Along the edge of the front and back covers, I just added a piece of lace. And then also for my cover, I adhered this layer of straw paper. You can kind of see that sandwiched in between. And then on the inside covers, I have this beautiful cotton fabric that I used. And I thought that went really well with the outside of the cover. It's got some beautiful browns and blues in there. For the digitals in this journal, I used quite a few different ones from some of the latest kits that Lydia came out with this summer. So I will put a link to those collections down below in my description. This journal is available for sale in my Etsy shop, so you will find it there today if it hasn't been sold yet. So as we head on through the pages, on this first page, I created a pocket on this image, and then I created this tag for in there. The original image that Lydia had a bow on it, and so I just covered that with a real satin bow. And then on the back I've got this little side tuck with a little journaling card in there, some vintage ledger paper. On this page, I clipped on this little piece that I made. Here's beautiful. I love the colors, the blues in that. And then on this side, this is a piece of like an old French embroidery pattern. And I had quite a large piece that I used for my page. And then I just added some embossed paper on the bottom. And then just layered that up with this kind of tulle under there. And then this piece, I added some metallic paper to the top. And then on the inside, I just created kind of a little booklet. I lined it with antique book page. And then this sheer layer. And then some writing room. And then I just kind of folded it, not exactly even on both sides. I just did it off center to create a little bit of interest. And then on this side, our page flips out a couple of times so you can see the beautiful pattern on there. And then in that tuck, I just put this vintage letter with some really beautiful scripty letterhead on the top. And this has lots of writing room on the back. And then on the inside here, I just stapled on some of my watercolor swatches. On this side, I've got a corner tuck at the bottom, this beautiful image of Lydia's, and then I added this tag. Here on the bottom, I've added this, it's a stenciled corner tuck, sort of. I didn't put anything in there, but you could tuck a little piece of paper or something in there. And then this is the back side. Here on this page, I just added a little bit of sparkle with some glitter. I don't know if you can see that. This strip and this strip up here. And then this page is some onion skin paper, very thin, from 1900. And I just folded that up to create a little tuck on this side of the page. This is what that page looks like. Here I just added a little paper tab. And then this is kind of a floating pocket. I added this old cotton fabric on there for my pocket and a label. And then in there I've got this journaling card. Really beautiful papers that Lydia has in her latest kit. Kind of a mauve-y color. And then on the back I just added some Braille paper. Lots of room to write on there. Here in this top tuck, this is a page from an old French gardening book. And in that tuck, I've got this ephemera piece from 1908. Really some pretty handwriting on there. And then this journaling card that I made. Here I took a piece of ledger paper and I just punched the bottom and then added a little cluster at the top here. And then you can see the beautiful book page underneath there. On this page, I added a fabric ruffle with some lace. Here I created a top tuck with this dresser scarf corner. And then this is what the page looks like. This page side is some ledger paper from 1966. And then I added this tag in the little tuck. Here's some, like a satin ribbon that I use for the tab on the bottom. In this pocket I adorned with some of Lydia's beautiful paper. And then in there I've got this old French letter from 1863. I'll just kind of open that up so you can see it. If I can get it open. Okay, there we go. Beautiful handwriting. And then I also added in this old book page, Italian book page, on some beautiful rag paper. Here I've got this old French ticking that I used to adorn the page on the top. And then on this side, I've got this pocket here. And then in there, I've tucked a tag that I made. I've got this dotted tulle on the top. Beautiful image. This is a page from an old French notebook. And then here I created a side tuck. And then in there I've got this card. This is one from Lydia's, one of the older kits. I can't remember what the name of it is, but I'll have to look it up. Here on this page I added this wax seal and just layered it with some lace and fabric. This is a beautiful old music sheet, and I just did some stenciling on there. And then on this side, it flips out, and then I've got some pieces of ephemera in there. This beautiful photograph of these women. And then another nice old French book page. Here on this page, I've just made this little kind of ruffle or bow out of some old velvet. And then in the center, I added these two side tucks from some lace pieces. And then in each one of those, I'll let you look at the pages, this beautiful pattern in the blues. And then I added a couple of buttons on the strings at the bottom. And then for my pieces that I tucked into the pockets, I've got these wonderful images from Lydia. This one I just added a laundry label on. And I waxed these so they are kind of transparent. And I cut the image into 3 sections and then reattached them with some cheesecloth. And I just thought by folding these, it creates a nice little spot for a writing piece. So I added some writing space on there onto this old book page. And then I've got another one on this side, another beautiful image, and then another journaling card just tucked in there. Some beautiful images again from Lydia. Here I just added a little piece of ticking to the top of the page, some washi tape, and then I added this old postcard. It's a French one. Some beautiful handwriting on the back. And then this little piece, I just used a little brad to add this beautiful image of the lady, and then there's some writing room on the back. I just backed those with old book page. Here again, I've got some stenciling and this beautiful old linen piece on the top. I just love that. I've had that floating around for a little bit now, and I just had to find the right place for it. And then in that top tuck, I've got these tags from one of Lydia's kits, and I just backed those with some coffee dyed paper. Here I created this top tuck with that beautiful image, and then in there I've got a really old Italian book page. This comes from Rachel at Roxy Creations. And then I also tucked in this Reader's Digest book spine that can be used as a bookmark, and I just backed it with some of Lydia's beautiful paper. Here on this page I've got another pocket. And then I've got this tag and this polka dotted bow on the top and this lady underneath. And then on the back side I've got this beautiful image. And then here in this pocket I just created this little journaling card, the beautiful image, and then I've got an old I think it was a crochet magazine or some type of needlepoint magazine book page, and I just backed this onto some ledger paper. Here I've got a bottom pocket again with some of that embroidery piece from, it was either a dresser scarf or some type of doily, and then I've got this tag. Here I clipped on another floating pocket piece that I made from an old envelope. This is the inside of the envelope. Added some labels to the back, lots of writing room on there. And then you can see the windows here. Just got this beautiful image from Lydia poking through. And then in the pocket, I've got a couple of cabinet card type pieces. And then this beautiful lady. Here in this top tuck, I've got another journaling spot with this image. I just added a couple of pieces of writing paper to the back. This I backed with a page, kind of an advertising page from an old high school yearbook from the 1930s. Well, I guess I'll put that in later. Here I added some beautiful old lace onto the top of that page. And then over in this pocket, I've got this piece. So this flips up. I've got a couple of pieces of writing paper under there. Again, some beautiful pattern paper from Lydia. And then this is another one that I backed with the Braille paper. Here on this page, I clipped this little journaling card that I made. And then I also have this wonderful old French postcard of this couple on their wedding day. Here I created a belly band with this beautiful image from Lydia, and I tucked in there this large piece. This is the image on the front, and I just did a little stenciling on the back, but I left lots of room for writing on there. And then on this side of the page, I clipped on some more old ephemera pieces. So I've got this French notebook page. Just love the old handwriting on there, and there's some blank space on there. And then I took this old vintage envelope and just added a little bit of lace to the outside of it. And then inside there, I added a couple of journaling cards that I made. And then on this page, I've got this beautiful lace that I created a belly band with, and then in there I tucked this beautiful lady, and I just stapled her onto this old, I don't know, this was from like an old notebook or something, French one. And then here's a journaling card I made, and then an old piece of French ephemera. And that takes us to our back page, where I did a little bit of stenciling just to add some interest. And then one thing I didn't mention, I've got a couple of labels from Roxy Creations on my inside covers, just to add a little more interest there. So I hope you enjoyed that flip through today. I appreciate you coming along with me, and until next time, bye-bye.